Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price. 2-minute drill on this Monday. Brent got to meet with Josh Heupel and a few players. Coach Heupel obviously knows the challenge that is Georgia, #1 ranked team in the country coming in here Saturday. Good on both sides of the ball, but defensively, they are really good from the defensive line right back through the secondary.
Yeah, nobody scores on them, and they bring a lot of pressure from a lot of different places. Their defensive front has been terrific all year long. They don't even have to bring pressure if they don't need to. Going to be imperative that Tennessee's pass protection is good. Hendon Hooker is going to have to make really quick decisions, and Tennessee's going to have to hit some chunk plays because you just don't line up and drive the football 85, 90 yards on a regular basis against Georgia. So you're going to have to hit those chunk plays, which is what Tennessee's done all year.
Well, and Tennessee ultimately has got to win first down. Josh Heupel talked about, at any level of football, if you're letting the defense dictate things and making you play behind the sticks, it's going to be hard to compete, but more specifically, especially with Georgia.
Yeah, you just don't want to be in 3rd and long, because
or second long,
that's
or
when
any long.
Yeah, that's when they get exactly, and you're going to be in some of them.
Sure.
You just got to have a counter to that. I think it's really going to be important, and we'll see where they're at the end of the week. But I think Tyon Evans, Jabari Small are important for pass protection more so than anything else. Because they're going to have help up there. It's not just going to be the front 5. It's going to be tight ends and running backs are going to have to be good in pass pro to give Hendon Hooker a chance to throw. 33 sacks on the year for Tennessee's quarterbacks. That counts some Joe Milton sacks in that first game and first half against Pittsburgh. But that's a lot of sacks. 5 more Saturday night by Kentucky.
When you look at this game, everybody's going to want to talk about Georgia's defense versus Tennessee's offense. But Georgia's offense against Tennessee's defense could present some mismatch problems for Tennessee just based off the fact that, they kind of allow drag plays have success against them. And, while Stetson Bennett's not a athletic quarterback, he is still a kid that can move around a little bit and make plays and is smart and heady.
Yeah, he can certainly, when play breaks down, he can scramble out and do things. He's not going to run over people like Will Levis did, but he can certainly make plays running the football. For Tennessee, it's about the middle of the field. Power 5 quarterbacks are completing over 70% of their throws in the middle of the field. Last 2 weeks, Tennessee's given up over 500 yards passing in the middle of the field. They've got to find a way to tighten that up, and you got to find a way to try to make Stetson Bennett uncomfortable, which is not easy to do. The only way Tennessee made Will Levis uncomfortable in the 4th quarter was they just lined up and came at him, particularly those last 4 snaps. They just brought extra people. You blitz all night long, they're going to throw it over the top on you in a lot of man coverage. So real challenge for Tim Banks and his defense to tighten things up. They have to tackle better than they did Saturday night. Really poor tackling game for Tennessee.
Yeah, you wonder if Tennessee's defense bounces back. They've not been that poor all year. Maybe that game was the exception. The rule is, we're going to give up some points, give up some yards, but we're going to be much more of a complete defense than we were against Kentucky. Will Levis apparently just watched the John Elway Super Bowl on loop where he just kept leaping and wanting to get a big hit there. Has the number 7, except for he didn't lead that 1-minute drive like Elway did against the Browns.
No, he didn't finish it the way that needed to. And again, credit Tim Banks who decided to come after him every play.
Yep, changed his outlook and changed the end of the game.
Yep, once they gave up the 4th and 24, he said, "You know what? I'm not giving up this game in zone. I'm going to line up and I'm going to blitz," and they did for 4 straight plays, and Tennessee got the stop they needed.
He's Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price for the 2-minute drill.